I never told anybody to lie.
Read my lips.
And I'd be delighted to sit down and compare my IQ to yours.
And history has recorded who fired the first shot.
When a politician talks like that.
The allegations in the Globe story this morning are false.
The lie? I did not have sexual relations with that woman. The truth? Former President Bill Clinton made this emphatic denial during a presidential address 9 months before a report by independent counsel Ken Starr would outline an affair between the president and Monica Lewinsky, a White House intern. The lie? The allegations in the Globe story this morning are false. The truth? Ethics Commissioner Mario Dion found that Prime Minister Justin Trudeau inappropriately pressured his Justice Minister to cut a deal with SNC-Lavalin to avoid prosecution, leading to the resignation of the Prime Minister's top advisor. The lie? I say we will replace the tax. This is a commitment. You will judge me by that. If the GST is not gone, I will have a tough time the election after that. The truth? Former Prime Minister John Chrétien's bombastic promises about axing the GST in the early 1990s soon became half-hearted claims that the tax would be restructured. By the time the Liberals left office, a few provinces had switched to the HST, but the GST was not dead. The lie? Read my lips. No new taxes. The truth? Former US President George H.W. Bush's promise not to raise taxes ran headlong into a recession a couple of years later. When taxes were inevitably raised, the New York Post wasted no time skewering Bush with a front-page tabloid headline that read, "Read my lips. I lied." The lie? I got a call from the head of the Boy Scouts saying it was the greatest speech that was ever made to them. The truth? In one of the weirder political lies, former President Donald Trump's boast about his speech to the Boy Scouts was met with a statement from the organization saying no such call happened. His press secretary eventually clarified that Trump was talking about effusive praise given to him in person after the speech. The lie? I was in the top half of my law school class. The truth? A seemingly petty and insignificant lie was enough to sink Joe Biden's first presidential bid in the run-up to the 1988 election. In fact, he was 76th in a class of 85, and the lie came when he was already besieged by substantiated plagiarism accusations. The lie? The Germans fired first on an American warship. The truth? Franklin D. Roosevelt lied when he told the American people in 1941 that a German U-boat had launched an unprovoked attack against an American destroyer. In fact, the American ship had fired first. The lie? I can say categorically that no one in this administration presently employed was involved in this very bizarre incident. The truth? As the world would later find out through Richard Nixon's extensive recordings of almost every conversation in the Oval Office, the White House was deeply involved in the Watergate cover-up. White House counsel John Dean would later testify that he had 35 conversations with the president about it.